to a whole new generation of Disney attractions. If you thought Indiana Jones was intense, then you'll find the tower to be terrifying. The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, that is. Located at the Disney MGM Studios in Orlando, it's big, it's bad, it's 199 feet of sheer insanity, and it's got a ride vehicle that everyone can relate to.
Well, we knew we wanted to do something with an elevator. It's one of those ride systems that most people get to probably ride in just about every day. So let's take something familiar, which is an elevator, but put a twist on it. Well, what's the worst thing that could possibly happen in an elevator?
5 unlucky hotel guests, 1 creaky elevator. Suddenly, lightning strikes the building, and the elevator disappears. Now it's your turn. You've booked a room at the Hollywood Hotel. The only way to get there? A shaky-looking maintenance elevator.
In couples room number 5. Please do enjoy your stay.
The cab ascends. First floor, ghostly apparitions beckon you to join them. Next stop, the 5th dimension. Suddenly, you are thrust forward. No elevator has ever done this before. Making this runaway lift come to life was nothing short of impossible. Disney's Imagineers approached a major elevator manufacturer for advice.
We went and explained to them that we wanted to send people rapidly down an elevator shaft as if they were crashing, and they turned pale and said, "You don't understand, for over 100 years our mission has been to prevent exactly what you're trying to do."
But having the ride system take guests up and down wasn't enough. The Imagineers came up with a completely original concept.
I said, what if the elevator goes up and down the shaft, but eventually it stops on a floor, and when the doors open, the elevator actually leaves the shaft? It's one of those things where you're sitting in a meeting and you say it and everybody goes, ooh.
The insidious elevators move vertically just like any other, but they also move horizontally. These elevators are freestanding ride vehicles that move independently under their own power. When the ride vehicles need to move up and down, they actually drive themselves into a lifting mechanism. They ascend through one shaft, leave the lifting mechanism, and then move forward through a Twilight Zone scene. They then move into a second shaft and onto a drop lift mechanism for the heart-stopping 13-story freefall. And it's not just one drop. You fall over and over again.
The ride vehicles for the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror are very unique in that they are controlled by cables and different systems that hand the vehicle from one area of the building to another.
Computers are the secret to keeping the terror on track.
It becomes very, very tricky to track all these vehicles, to make sure that everything is flowing. It really is like a ballet, to make sure it's all flowing smoothly.
But there were problems. What happens when you drop an elevator down a shaft at insanely high speeds?
One of the things we found out was when you pull the elevator vehicle down, you create a lot of pressure underneath the elevator. Just the air gets compressed. We ended up compressing the air so quickly that we actually blew out the walls of the building down in the bottom of the shaft.
The problem was quickly solved. And thanks to the tower's incredibly versatile vehicles, there's nothing else like it in the world.
Now, you take that drop ride and stick it out in the middle of the field somewhere, and no, it's not going to be one of the best rides in the world. But where it's located, inside the hotel, make it one of the best non-roller coaster rides in the entire world.